Oh, we're live. We're live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of LAKERLAND. I'm excited. We're going to talk all things Laker when it comes to Laker history, when it talks about the brand news that comes every single week throughout the season in the Lakers, what the LeBron James say, how does this loss affect us? I mean, we're going to talk about every single thing Laker related. Again, I'm light out. And this is my boy ZZ.
How y'all doing? I wanted to make an entrance for myself because I'm not a Laker fan. Just to let you guys know, the glazing is fucking crazy. The glazing is crazy, but I'm here to stop the glaze. I'm here to stop the glaze.
All right, and Seven.
What's going on, man? Welcome back, LAKERLAND. It's episode 1. We ready to take off, man. I'm so excited. Myself, Ryan, ZZ, man. We here to bring you guys everything good, bad, and ugly when it comes to LAKERLAND. So shout out to you guys. Big up to the chat. Before we get started, I do want to give a special shout out to our PC family. Big shout out to Shaq and Claire. Definitely been a big help quarterback in the situation for us. So shout out to them, fellas. Y'all ready to rock and roll?
Let's get into it, man.
Rock, man.
All right, then let's embrace debate. All right, fellas. So Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bean Bryant. Both guys joined the Lakers back in 1996. They went on to win 3 consecutive NBA championships and became one of the greatest duos in NBA history. But when you look at the overall body of work, I'm going to start with you, Ryan. Kobe or Shaq, who needed who the most?
Before I start, I just want to say a couple things because I know that the player choice likes to take people out of context. I think both of them were great players. They were the greatest duo of all time. They were both elite when they were both in the Lakers. The reason they won those championships was because of a Kobe and was because of Shaq. So before I say anything, I just want to throw that out there before we start going crazy on me. But if I had to say who needed who more, I'm going with Kobe needed Shaq more. And here's why. One, and it's only for this specific reason. 1999, 2000, when they finally won the ship, Shaquille O'Neal had arguably the greatest season, the most dominant season we have ever had. The man averaged 30 points per game, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks. I mean, it was undeniable. He won the MVP, won Finals MVP, and won the NBA championship. They beat the Pacers over there, and I mean, it was amazing. But when we look at Kobe Bryant, Kobe wasn't Kobe until their second championship. That's when he jumped into 22 points per game to 28 points per game. And that's when we argue, all right, Kobe is probably better than Shaquille O'Neal at that very point. But if Kobe never won that first championship, that first initial championship, what would we say about Kobe Bryant today? And that's my point. I feel like if Shaq never dragged that team, and not really dragged, because Kobe did his thing. He averaged 22 points per game. But if Shaq wasn't Shaq that specific season, what were we saying about Kobe Bryant? And that's my point.
So you're going with Kobe being more needed, or you said Kobe is more
needed
by
Shaq more.
Shaq?
Yes, sir.
Needed Shaq more.
Yeah. ZZ.
That's cute. That's cute. That's cute as fuck. Where I come in with this debate is I think that it's a tie. I think that both needed each other, and here's the reason why.
This is why you always kiss ass.
Hey, Leno, do me a favor and shut the fuck up. Here's my point. To Lightout's point about the 2000 finals, Shaq's 2000s finals run, one of the greatest runs of all time, one of the greatest series of all time, right? We get all of that. But I could make the same argument that what if certain things in the playoffs leading up to the finals never happened? From Kobe Bryant specifically.
Of course.
I want to point to the Western Conference Finals of that same very year. That was the Western Conference Finals. We saw Portland and LA, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep.
In that series, Shaquille O'Neal averaged, I think, 26 a game, 2 blocks, over 12 rebounds, and he did his thing. But a lot of people don't like to talk about that Game 7, especially that fourth quarter going into that Game 7. Game 7, the one game that is going to dictate who's going to not only make it to the finals, but win. Because we know for a fact that back in the day, the Western Conference Finals was the NBA Finals. And whoever was in the East got a participation trophy at best. But back to my point. In that pivotal game 7, in that pivotal fourth quarter, the Lakers entered the fourth quarter down 13 points. Kobe Bryant ends up finishing the game with 25 points to Shaquille O'Neal's 18, 7 rebounds to Shaquille O'Neal's, 7 assists to Shaquille O'Neal's 5, 11 rebounds to Shaquille O'Neal's 9, and 4 blocks to Shaquille O'Neal's 1, and 2 turnovers to Shaquille O'Neal's 4. This is the game 7 of the final round before you get to the finals, and we get to even see Shaquille O'Neal dominate, right? Another thing, too, Kobe Bryant was, 21 at this point in time? So to Ryan's point about Kobe not really being Kobe, throughout that postseason was where we started to see the flashes of what we would soon see later on in the three-peat, later on when he won back-to-back with Pau Gasol, things of that nature. That killer instinct and all that shit that old man talked about. It plays this pivotal role. Game 4, Kobe, in that same 2000 finals series. Obviously, Shaq played the entire 6-game stretch. Kobe missed, I think, 2.5 games technically because he got hurt by Jalen Rose, and then comes back and has an incredible game 4, a pivotal game 4. So I don't think that when we talk about the term carried, and I'm gonna let Ryan go back and debunk this, but when we talk about the term carried or who needed who more, it's a matter of these two were Batman and Robin. If anything, respectfully, 1A and 1B throughout the entire three-peat. You take away.
All right. Every team has a Batman and Robin in 1A, 1B. Look at Dwayne Wade, LeBron James. Look at AD, LeBron James. Look at Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen. You look at all these great teams. I'm not saying that Shaq was carrying Kobe. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that Kobe needed Shaq more in the sense of that Shaq was the pure example of what it is to win. Look at Dwayne Wade and LeBron James. In 2011, although we think that LeBron James was the best player on that team, who was the most important player in that team? It was Dwayne Wade. So when you look at it in that sense, I'm just saying that Kobe was looking at Shaq dominate throughout the season. Kobe was looking at Shaq dominate throughout the postseason, and he took that for himself. Without that experience, where will we see Kobe Bryant? And before we start talking about Mamba mentality, and we start talking about, oh, Kobe's a different breed, Kobe needs an example before he becomes that. Yes, Kobe loved Michael Jordan. Kobe mirrored himself to Michael Jordan. He understood what Mike was. But Kobe wasn't there in the locker room with Michael Jordan. Kobe wasn't there after bad games.
Respectfully, bro, Shaq didn't win anything before coming to LA. So what type of structure or motto was Kobe following or needing from Shaq? Because even though Shaq went to the finals with Orlando, he didn't have any hardware.
That's my point. So Shaq already went to the finals.
Okay, right. He did.
Shaq went to the finals, but he had a Kobe to help him out win the finals. That's what I'm saying. Again, this is not me saying that Kobe was in the back of Shaquille O'Neal. That is not what I'm saying. Obviously, that Laker team surrounding Shaquille O'Neal was way better than the Orlando squad that he had. But when you look at it, when you start looking, Kobe that first year wasn't the guy. He wasn't. I don't care what you guys said. He wasn't the guy the first year. It was Shaquille O'Neal. He was the model. And so when Kobe saw that, he said, all right, bet. I'm going to get better. And I understand what Shaq needed to do. So let me go ahead and apply it to myself.
But I also think we need to take in consideration before you go, ZZ, when you talk about Shaquille O'Neal in that first championship stint, he was looked at as more of the leader because of his age. We also got to take in consideration how Kobe was being handled. Even though the skills were there, his youth put him in a position with the Lakers, and then Shaquille O'Neal with his age, he was looked at by default as the actual leader. So we got to bring that in play. But this question, bro, is so weird to me because it's when you talk about basketball themselves, yo, these guys went hand in hand. It's hard to really gauge 1,000%. Who needed more the other one the most. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to take it to a career situation. If Kobe, that Mamba mentality is built off of drive. If Shaq wasn't around being as disappointing as he was to Kobe, I don't know if Kobe would have wound up being as great as he was. I think Kobe needed that drama and that situation with Shaq to bring that Mamba mentality out. So I will say Kobe needed Shaq more, not just because of the teammate situation, because of who Kobe is. Like The difference between Kobe and Shaq to me is drive. And I think Kobe, the whole Mamba mentality, what we love him, part of that was based off of the back and forth of Shaquille O'Neal and the disappointment that he experienced with the bro. So, that's where I stand at.
To that point that Seven just made, I like that point of when you look at Kobe and Shaq, and I was about to bring that up. When they started beefing, what were they really beefing about? Kobe's beef with Shaq was simply, you don't want to get in the gym and become even better. Granted, he was literally in his prime, 28, 29, around that time. Kobe's looking at it from a perspective of, if you get in the gym like me, and people already think we're a top 3 duo ever, imagine what more we could do. Kobe was never satisfied. That was the differentiating factor. Meanwhile, when Shaq would win a championship and then coast away in Costa Rica with his family, sitting back eating Pop-Tarts and fucking Frosted Flakes and chilling, Kobe's in the gym meanwhile. So if you look at what they were beefing over, to Seven's point, I can see that point clearly, that Kobe looked at it and said, you know what? If you don't want to put in the work, I'm going to put in the work. You think you're right. I think I'm right. The Lakers are going to trade you and keep me and build around me. And what does Shaq do? Shaq goes on and wins the championship with the Miami Heat. Granted, that was more of a carry job, ironically, by Dwayne Wade. But, that's a topic for another day.
Shaq was second in MVP that year, but keep going.
Was he second in Finals MVP voting that year?
No, Dwayne Wade was the man in the Finals.
Yeah, let's talk.
But before you say that carry job on Shaq, let's just put context into it. Shaq was doing his thing in the regular season and most of the postseason. So let's just leave it there.
Most of. Yeah. But the point of the matter is that when we compare a Dwayne Wade and Shaquille O'Neal type of series in 2006 to a 2000 series with Kobe and Shaq, and you look at the numbers, Shaq's averaging over 33 points a game.
Will you compare LeBron James now to LeBron James in 2018?
No.
So why the hell are you doing that with Shaq?
What do you mean? Would you compare a 21-year-old, a 20 fresh in the finals year old Kobe Bryant compared to 2002 Kobe Bryant? The one that knocked the floor of San Antonio in the Western Conference Finals and outplayed Shaquille O'Neal?
That was after year 1 though.
Right, it was after
after year 1. So no. But my point is, you're looking at a prime Shaq to a declining Shaq. I was looking at a beginning Kobe. I'm sorry, I put my fingers
to a prime Kobe.
To a prime Kobe.
Okay.
That's the difference. So you can't compare a Shaq that's in his prime to a declining Shaq, because that could be the same thing. Like, 2018 LeBron, now LeBron. It's two different players.
When you talk about these two guys together as a duo, where do you rank them all time, Alex, as a duo? Is Kobe and Shaq the greatest duo? Do you put them above the likes of Michael and Pippen, or where do you put them?
I don't think Mike and Pippen was, although they were an excellent duo, I feel like they were more of an excellent team. Like, although that duo was like obviously the heartbeat of that squad, I feel like Kobe and Shaq was relied more by the team than Scottie and Pippen. And for that reason, I got Kobe and Shaq as the better duo than Scottie and Pippen.
Yeah, when I think about the term greatest duo of all time and how people like to give their picks, people I feel like are sometimes afraid to say something like, "Oh, Kobe and Shaq, I'll take them over Jordan and Pippen," because and then somebody's rebuttal is, "Wait, what? They won 6 championships together. What do you mean? 2 3-peats, yada yada yada." But the difference is that Shaq and Kobe, you could make an argument that they were like Batman and Robin in a way, because they both did different things, but still dominated on both sides of the ball in their respective fields. Scottie Pippen was no slouch offensively. I'm not saying that, but in terms of Kobe Bryant, would I take Kobe Bryant offensively or Skip? What was I about to say? Skip Bayless.
I don't know.
Pippen offensively. Or would I take Shaq's offense over Scotty's? I'm picking Shaq and Kobe. Like, that's just what it is. MJ, that he's in his own tier. We ain't got to talk about that. But in terms of a duo, when you talk about a 1-2 punch, that's the definition of a 1-2 punch for Kobe and Shaq.
Gotcha.
So,
gotcha.
Yeah.
LakerLand, we want to hear from you when it comes to Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal. Who needed who the most?
That was nasty, Z.
Was it really?
He said he feel like Shaq. You feel like again, just to recap. You feel like Shaq needed Kobe more, correct?
Yeah.
Is that you compared a Miami Heat Shaq to prime Shaq? That was nasty.
Oh, just like you brought up Dwayne Wade and LeBron James in 2011.
Yeah, off the based on leadership.
On
how Kobe took Shaq's example of winning and applied it to himself, became a better player.
So LeBron needed D-Wade more than D-Wade needed Bron.
At 2011, yes.
Interesting.
What would LeBron in a specific point, right? What would LeBron accomplish if there was no Dwayne Wade on that basketball team?
Well, I mean, I see your point from like a perspective of like when they lost and Dwayne Wade having to be like, "Yo, you're the guy, Bron."
Exactly,
like,
exactly. Yeah. So like, if there was no other guy there that's like, "Yo, bro, stop looking at me as the head honcho. You were the head honcho," and that's when we saw arguably one of the greatest seasons in LeBron's career was right after that conversation. So again, that's why. Yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay.
What was your favorite moment from the Kobe Shaquille O'Neal experience when you look back at the time they played together, Ryan? What was one of your most favorite moments with this duo?
The drama.
And I'm right with you with that. I'm right with you with that. And I thought that would have been a hot take, but that's the thing that always stands out to me when I think about those two, regardless of the success, the consistency of the success, the drama, the controversy just superseded everything.
And Seven, just imagine us two not liking each other, right?
We don't.
But we're in the. I'm talking about Seven, idiot. Oh. And me and Seven, right? We don't like each other in a sense, right? But we're going to the same workplace, accomplishing one thing. Obviously, I want to do a better job than you because although we're trying to accomplish the same goal, I want to do it better than you. So that's what that drama cost. That Kobe wanted to be better than Shaq, and Shaq, although he didn't train as hard as Kobe, Shaq wanted to be better than Kobe. He wanted that to be well known. That's why Shaq left, because the Lakers picked Kobe over Shaq. So I mean that's my favorite. The drama is what created Kobe.
Yeah,
I
was gonna say, if anything that I took away from them is that the beef helped them win titles. So it's like. And when you look at, like I said, what the root of what the beef was, it was over who can work harder and how hard can you work. Kobe came into the league, like you said, he wanted to be like Mike. So he was going to train as hard as he possibly could to be the best basketball player that he could. Shaq, on the other hand, being over 7 feet tall and 300 plus pounds of pure muscle and strength and dominance, was like, I'm content with just backing niggas down every chance I get. Like, that's fine, like whatever. Right. But when you look at the beef, like Ryan just almost alluded to, for me, what makes it the funniest part about it was Shaq was heated when he got traded. The Lakers told him, we want to build around this young guy. In the first 3 seasons after that, the media fucking just shitted on Kobe every chance that they got. You can't win without Shaq. You're not a winner. Or you're a ball hog, all this BS. And all they did was get a guy like named Pau Gasol, along with Andrew Bynum and Ron Artest and all the whole gang, Phil Jackson. But a guy like Pau Gasol, Kobe looked at him and said, "Hey, bro, you may be cold in the EuroLeague, but I'm gonna need you to toughen the fuck up if you want to win a championship with me." So what does he do? He runs into his fucking chest in Spain, and 2 championships later, Pau Gasol is one of the greatest big men to ever lace up a pair for the Los Angeles Lakers. All thanks to Kobe's work ethic, the shit that Shaq ended up leaving for.
That reminds me a lot of the whole Steph and KD thing. When KD left, everybody said, Steph can't win without KD, vice versa. KD can't win without Steph. And Steph ended up winning in 2022, right? 22? Yeah. The 22 season against the Celtics. I mean, what I'm alluding to is that Steph is the Kobe of this generation. Now I'm just going to leave it.
No doubt. All right, man, this is Lakerland. We about to jump into the next topic, man. Salute to all the supporters out there, man. Shout out to the Players Choice family.
Make sure you like, bro.
Know how we coming, man. Smash that like button, people. We about to get into the next topic. We about to get into more up-to-date situations with the LA Lakers, man. Let's get into AR-15, man. Austin Reeves, one of the most impactful players that the Lakers have had to me in the last season and a half. When we talk about expectations, I'll start off with you, ZZ. What are your expectations for Austin Reeves this upcoming Lakers season? Even can take into consideration, the summer play that he's doing right now with Team USA.
For me, what Austin Reeves is simple. I expect him to, because here's the thing. We talked about it on the panel when we were on there. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? how people or some people on the panel were trying to make a case that LeBron James like ruins his teammates. And while some teammates get ruined, some teammates like Austin Reeves blossom under the pressure of playing alongside
That was beautiful.
Precious King. No glaze. But the point that I'm trying to make is Austin Reeves, when you look at the production, right? I think he averaged 13 a game last year, but he was having stretches of just amazing basketball. I'm trying to look it up right now. But when I look at Austin Reeves and I think to myself, Austin Reeves and Jordan Poole were in the same conversation just about over a year ago. It's crazy. And I sat back and I said to myself back then, what does Austin Reeves have that Jordan Poole doesn't have? Well, Austin Reeves can play make.
Yeah.
Jordan Poole can't play make for shit. Austin Reeves can take pretty efficient shots. Granted, he takes tough shots. He can knock down. You can trust Austin Reeves with the game, almost with the game on the line, just needing a dagger, just needing a big shot. I've seen LeBron James literally be like, okay, screw everybody else on this team. Let's find Austin for a three off of the screen. Let's find Austin for a mid-range pull-up or a floater. Let's let Austin cook on the isolation on the left or right wing. I'm just going to sit back and just be amazed at the brand new white chocolate of the NBA.
Yeah.
Austin Reeves has so much potential because I think he's playing alongside LeBron James. And I also think he has so much potential because not only that, I'll give AD some credit here too. When you have two guys like LeBron and AD that, when healthy, are considered obviously top 5 duo in the league, all that jazz, it motivates you to sit back and say, do I really, if I have to be the third option, how good of a third option can I really be? Not like D'Angelo Russell's trash ass, but Austin Reeves is like, you saw him in the playoffs. Bro's cooking Memphis. Bro's getting some shots off against Denver. I mean, like, bro can cook relatively anybody. So I have high expectations for him. I'm looking forward to maybe 16, 17 a game this year. Good efficiency. He just got the bag. All that, bro. He's about to cook.
Do you have any concern about his play in the summer transitioning over to the NBA season? Do you have any concern about fatigue or anything? I mean, I know he's a young boy, but do you have any concern about him playing, summer games in anticipation to the Lakers season?
If I had to say concern, I would say Austin. The thing I love the most about Austin is his motor. Like when you look at a guy who's playing alongside somebody like LeBron, who's played for over 20 years, you need a guy who can be young. Like they wanted to have this motor with Russ, where it's like, if need be, he can cook on his own.
Yep.
And majority of the time, Russ was hitting the top of the backboard or a kid in the crowd. But Austin Reeves, on the other hand, is a different story. So he gonna cook on the Clippers. Stop playing with him. But Austin Reeves, on the other hand, is like, you just watch the way that he plays. It's like he has a passion for the game. Like it's like he wants to hoop, end all be all. Doesn't matter. He wants to go out there and get the win. If he has to do it himself, he can. I get it with Team USA and the fatigue that could play a factor. But like I said, his motor is pretty solid for somebody his age and pretty solid for somebody role that he has on this Laker team. So I'm not really sweating it too much.
Honcho says he got Austin Reeves averaging, or what was this, a pass average 13, 3 and 3 was this last season?
I think that was last season. That's how much he averaged. Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Ryan. Were you surprised that LeBron bought into Austin Reeves as quick as he did? I'm not trying to play Austin Reeves like he wasn't a baller, but to me, LeBron bought into him early. Like, of course, LeBron must have seen something in him. Are you surprised that LeBron bought into him in his play early on like that?
I am surprised, but I also want to shout out someone in the chat, Ava, the one that said there it is. No way y'all have a show named Lakerland. Shut up. You literally just commented. You are helping our view count. You are literally helping our view count, idiot. Jesus
Salute,
Christ.
Ava. Appreciate the hate, the love, however you want to give it up.
So this is back to your question. Yeah, back to your question. Yeah, no, I was surprised that LeBron bought into Austin Reeves because at first I was like, yo, like, who is this guy, AR, right? Because like I was thinking about Alex Caruso. Every time I saw Austin Reeves, the comparison was AR, Alex Caruso. But when you really look at it, Alex Caruso and Austin Reeves are two different games.
Totally.
It's completely different.
Totally.
The only reason they compare them is they're both white, and that's it. They were white guys that flourished. They flourished with LeBron James, and they said, yo, Alex Caruso is the GOAT. And now they're saying the same thing with Austin Reeves. But when you look at it, right, Austin Reeves, this is my expectation. So this to answer the first question is, What was I surprised about LeBron James buying into Austin Reeves? Yes. The second question you asked to ZZ, what is my expectation to him? I have high expectations for AR. My expectation is that he is the third man of this squad. Him, AR would be what Jamal Murray in a lesser extent is for the Denver Nuggets. A guy that could close out a game if LeBron James or AD are not having it. Because if we really think about LeBron this season, LeBron, again, although he averaged almost 30 last season, he doesn't have the same motor. He can't play all the games. We don't know what AD is going to do this whole season. How many games is AD going to play? Knock on wood, but is he going to get injured? I expect a lot of AR to be carrying this squad to win games in crucial moments.
Do you think Laker Nation, Ryan, will have expectations on Austin individually to be an all-star this season? When we talk about individuals play this upcoming season, what type of expectations do you think we're going to have on AR-15 as far as an individual play, as far as accolades and stuff like that? Will any of that come into play or be necessary?
So if we're talking about a fan point of view and what I'm expecting and what the Lakers are expecting, like Laker fans are expecting, this is a make it break it season for Austin Reeves. And here's why. Because I'm not the only one saying this. A lot of people are regarding Austin Reeves as the third option of this basketball squad. And there's a lot of pressure because, like we just saw, he has got an extension. He got a bag from the Lakers, right? He got a bag from the Lakers. We're expecting him to perform with that bag. We don't want the same thing that happened to Jordan Poole. He got the bag, and then he just declined. And I'm not saying that the money's changed them, but there's a reason why he got traded, right? So the same thing that happened to Jordan Poole, yeah.
What I think, maybe Ryan froze.
Yeah, he did. But that's a perfect time for me to get him to stop fucking talking. I think I'm just gonna allude to what Ryan was gonna finish. I'm gonna finish what he was saying. So Ryan was basically saying,
come back in.
Basically what Ryan was saying was the Los Angeles Lakers are frauds. I don't know why we have this show. ZZ Huncho is his favorite like creator of all time. I own him. He's actually Fluent Son, but nobody knows that. Yeah,
lights out. The lights is out. I gotta talk to the
bro.
bosses. Let me see if we can get Ryan back in here. I gotta talk to the bosses.
Fire his
maybe
ass.
we need to fire suspend him. Talk to Jeannie Buss. Jeannie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think he's gonna come back in here.
Okay,
so do you specifically feel like he needs to be that third wheel or that third best player on the Lakers for them to be successful?
See, I'm looking at the chat right now, and Nick Dash Tri-State said, y'all gassing up Austin Reeves for no reason, SMH, like the fucking name of the show isn't Lakerland. But anyway, then he says, we not winning a chip with Reeves as our third best player. So I don't think that Nick from the tri-state area believes that Austin Reeves is going to be great as a third option. But I mean, honestly, it just kind of depends on what type of third option he is. When you look at this Laker roster, and when I was looking at the roster going into the freaking postseason, I was saying to myself, who is the third option? Is it who, or matter of fact, who is the third option supposed to be? Because obviously LeBron and AD are split 1A, 1B, or whatever, what have you. But is it supposed to be D'Lo? Is it supposed to be Dennis Schroeder? Is it supposed to be Rui Hachimura? Is it supposed to be Lonnie Walker? Is it supposed to be Darvin? Who's it supposed to be outside of Austin Reeves? Who logically does it make sense for it to be outside of Austin Reeves? I don't know. I have no idea. So as I sit here and I glance through the live chat, I'm trying to get everybody else's perspective on this, because honestly, it makes sense. He got the bag, and when you look at his numbers, especially, he's only been in the league for 2 seasons. And in those 2 seasons, he's played 61 games the first season, 64 games the second season, was averaging, let me get this right, 7 a game his rookie year on 46% from the field, and then comes back the second year averaging 13 on 53% shooting from the field, 40% from 3. I mean, damn, like, bro, the potential's there. It's not an outlandish statement to say that he could end up being the third option on this team, especially when you think about how many touches this man could get with the basketball from LeBron James. If LeBron believes in you, then you know he got the green light. Look, sometimes it doesn't work out. Like, think about KCP and Danny Green in 2020.
Right.
LeBron was giving them every opportunity to get their name on the scores, on the box score, and they sold him numerous times. But
I mean,
if it's
even
Austin,
if you
go ahead.
even if Austin was the third option, quote unquote, I don't think that he's the X factor for the Lakers to really get over the hump this year. Like, I'm good with him being that third guy, but guys like Rui Hachimura, I need him to, he played well last year. I need to see consistency behind him. I need him to be one of those X factor guys. I'm looking at Rui to step his game up and, help getting the Lakers, to another level.
And another thing too about Rui is that when he first got, oh God, damn
dude, yo,
he's back.
Everything shut off in my house. Like everything shut off and it came back up. But we good. I'm back.
You wanna know why? You wanna know why everything shut off?
Why?
It's because you were spitting that stupid hot bullshit over there, and then what happened?
It's because Ava found me, bro. He doxed my whole house, bro.
Ava doxed you. Ava, you's a hater.
That 80. I hate Ava. I can't stand him, bro.
Oh my God.
Ava,
I'm cool with you, bro.
I'm not cool with him at all.
Okay, you know what? Let's transition for a second as we're talking about Austin Reeves. Let's just transition in because
let's go.
Well, let me ask y'all this question. We're talking about third options. Fine. Okay. Let's talk about third options. Let's play a little game of would you rather. All right. So we got Austin Reeves. Let me rephrase. Who would you rather have as your third option next to LeBron and Anthony Davis? I have 7 players here. Chat, y'all get in on this too. Let me know in the comments as I list them off one by one. All right. So are we ready, boys and girls?
Let's go.
Yes, before you start, we got 100 people watching and we only got 56 likes. So I need everyone to like.
Problem.
Really appreciate it.
Problem.
Really appreciate you guys tuning in with us tonight on our official launch show of the LAKERLAND. Just a quick reminder, myself, Ryan, and Zizi, we at you guys live on Players Choice every Tuesday and Sunday. So make sure you guys subscribe to the Players Choice platform. Big up to the family.
Yes, sirski. Now let's get into it. All right. So I'm gonna start off with 7.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna start off and I'm gonna go to Ryan.
All righty.
We have 7 players here.
Sounds
First
good.
player up. Austin Reeves. Would you rather have as your third option Austin Reeves or Grayson Allen?
So we're talking about on the Lakers.
On the Lakers as a third option, next to LeBron and AD.
I'm going
15.
AR. That's not a conversation. Next.
Okay. How about Austin Reeves or Malik Monk, who you also had recently? You also had this motherfucker, and then he went to Sacramento and was literally torching the Warriors' ass, and then he lost. But anyway,
I like guts over skill set, and I feel like AR has more guts than damn near anybody in the league, and he has a skill set to go along with it. So, but even though I respect what's his name, who went to Sacramento? I respect Malik Monk. He was a good player. I did hate to see him go. I'm still sticking with Austin Reeves, bro. He just got that heart. He's a dog.
This is tough, bro.
Yeah.
Did we see what he did in the playoffs? Although it was one round, but Malik against Steph and the Warriors, bro.
There's no way it happened again. It happened again.
And I mean, in the regular season, out of nowhere, he dropped 40. You don't know what to expect from this guy. So, yeah, I'm going again. I agree with 7. I just want to throw my flowers to Malik Monk. Thank you for what you did with the Lakers. I'm going with my guy AR-17, bro. I'm going with
I like it. Okay. So that was a little spicy. Let's keep going. Austin Reeves, or as you mentioned before, Alex Caruso.
Wow.
Bro, you can't.
I love that.
Listen. Laker Nation, I do not want to be disrespectful to Alex Caruso because to me, he was the man defensively.
Yep.
But when you look at it at the end of the day, bro, Austin Reeves is special, bro. And he's dependable and reliable offensively when they've needed it the most. That may not have been the job description for Alex Caruso, but playing with guys like LeBron and AD, even though you can always use defensive presence, I still got to have Austin before Alex, bro.
Fair. Light out.
Bro, put the camera on me real quick.
I
gotta address something.
God,
where the hell is Alex Caruso now? For all the guys say, oh, LeBron, all he does is ruin players. He doesn't make them better. I haven't heard anything about Alex Caruso in Chicago. I heard no noise on Alex Caruso.
And
Austin, shut up. And Austin Reeves, man, like, again, 7 in the first player, what he said, this man got guts. He is not afraid of
nothing, bro.
Of the big moments, he is not afraid. Actually, I feel more comfortable in the last 2 minutes with AR having the ball. That's how confident I am with this dude. So I'm going AR. Yeah, I'm going AR.
Okay. Don't tell me to shut up again. Now, next up, AR-15, and this is a guy that we haven't heard in a while. Bones Highland.
Oh, I like my guy Bones Highland, man. I like him.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm just gonna say my pick, just because I am the reason that we're doing this right now. I'm taking Austin Reeves. Sorry, I love, as much as I love Bones. I think that at one point last season, or maybe it was the season before that, but there was one point where I remember saying Bones Highland went from underrated to overrated so fast, and it was when he wanted more minutes and to start on a contending or trying to contend.
Shout out to Thomas Bryant, man.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take Austin Reeves, but I want to hear y'all's thoughts.
7.
I agree with you, bro. Like, there's no name that you really can throw out there to me. I just feel like, this is just a match made. I don't say that this is equal up to a Larry O'Brien trophy, but you just can't throw another name at me that will work better to, my eye test, other than like a star or a superstar. All these other names and shit, I'm not jacking all that, bro. Just let me keep AR-15 and I'm good.
All right, bet. So I got 2 more.
Ron,
more.
appreciate you, G.
Yes, appreciate it, Ron. Like the stream, spam the like button, annihilate the like button, eat it if you want to. I don't care. Destroy it.
Pretend it's LeBron.
Pretend it's LeBron and just keep beating it all over and over and over. Anyway, last 2. I'm gonna go. Okay, Austin Reeves or Tyrese Maxey as your third option for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now this should be an interesting one because Maxey gets buckets. He gets buckets too, and he's fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah, but I don't know where his heart at.
He's in some strip club with James Harden.
Yeah, them boys ain't. I don't know how committed them boys is. I don't want to disrespect them, but nah, still give me Austin.
I'm looking at the chat right now. I'm seeing some Maxies. I'm liking it.
I see some Maxies. I see him.
But as much as I love chat and player shows, y'all idiots. Because again, when it comes to not player shows, but more to chat. When it comes to them, right? You look at Tyrese Maxey, who is his mentor during the last 2 seasons, like 7 said. Or ZZ said, whoever said it, bro. James Harden, man. James Harden is the example. LeBron is Austin's example. Austin is going to strive for excellence, and then Maxey's going to go to a strip club right after. So give me Austin.
Oh, my God. Okay, fine. This is the last one. And we're moving away from this segment. And this is going to be a unanimous one. I want the chat to be in on this, too. As a matter of fact, 7, don't even answer that first. Give it like 7 seconds just so I can let the chat get their answers first because the chat deserves this one.
No doubt.
Austin Reeves or Jordan Poole in LA as the third option. LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Chat, go first.
All right, let's get like a 30-second quiet. Let's just stay quiet for 30 seconds.
LakerLand,
chat. It's all y'all. It's on y'all, bro. Who do y'all think? I see some Austin Reeves.
I see AR, Z. I see AR, Ron. I see JP.
I see 2 AR. Okay,
bro. Austin Reeves. No, they ganging this gang.
I take that back from saying the chat's an idiot. Y'all smart. And I already spoiled my prediction, so I guess I'll go first and let 7 go. What happened when Jordan Poole signed that extension? What happened exactly? What happened in the NBA Finals against Boston? What happened against the Lakers this season? Although the Lakers won, the Warrior fans were literally expecting a lot more from Jordan Poole. Me as a Laker fan rooting for the Lakers, one of my key players before the series even started was, how are we going to start Jordan Poole coming off the bench? And what he actually ended up doing was ending up wearing a Laker jersey as well, because that man was a minus on the court throughout the whole season. You gave him a bag and the man declined. There's a reason why he's in Washington. And it's not because they wanted Chris Paul. It's because they value Chris Paul more than Jordan Poole. And I'm just going to leave it there like that.
Okay.
ZZ, do you have one more before we get into your next segment?
You know what?
Was that the last name?
I got one more, if anything.
Okay, Ryan, go ahead. You do yours, and
I want to hear 7. Who you got? Austin Reeves or Jordan Poole?
Again, there's no name that you could give me that I would pick over AR-15, like on both sides of the court. And I like Jordan Poole, but nah, man. You see my conversation based off of guts. We know the vibes when it comes to Jordan Poole. Like, I'm not trying to call him a sucker, but it is what it is. I missed the eye test. I'm staying with Austin Reeves. Who do y'all think before we move on? Who's going to have a better career though, Jordan Poole or Austin Reeves?
Well, Jordan Poole, if he
Jordan Poole's a champion. So if Austin Reeves doesn't end up with a championship, it's Jordan Poole. He's already got one. He's already got a championship.
Ask this question after this season, because Jordan Poole's going to be a champion. All right. I'm going to start up there. But I got a player for y'all. And I was thinking I thought you were going to say this guy, ZZ, and you didn't. So I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm still thinking about my answers. So I'm going to let you guys go first.
I bet.
All right. Austin Reeves in the Lakers, or this current, not prime, current Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson.
Who?
Klay Thompson.
Really?
Klay Thompson.
The floor is yours, ZZ. I got to talk to the bosses, bro. You have to explain to LAKERLAND why you would have Klay over Austin. This Klay.
First of all, when we're talking about this Klay, this is something that annoys me. And you know what? I might even talk about it in the next segment because, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I will have my own segment because I am the only non-Laker fan on this podcast to bring some sort of, breath of fresh air to this show. But I will say that the disrespect that Klay Thompson has gotten, that he received throughout the regular season, I'm talking about at the start of the regular season, because granted, some of it was warranted. He started off the season a little sluggish, ended the season leading the league in threes with over 300. So my thing is, it's not like Austin Reeves is a better shooter than Klay Thompson now. It's not like that's the case. That's something that I think is egregious. I'll take Klay Thompson on one leg, shooting a corner jumper, and he's still probably going to give me 37 and a quarter, shooting perfect from the field like he did before. He might still give me 60 points on 11 dribbles like he's done before. He might still give me
done it for a while.
Like he's done before. And he still might give me 300 threes in a season, along with multiple 40 and 50-point games.
And he's still going to give you a nice plate of inconsistency. The Klay Thompson that everybody harps on, that thing is that ship has already sailed, bro.
I rebuttal by saying this. Klay Thompson has always been inconsistent. That's it's something that isn't shocking to me. It's just crazy how everybody seems to think that right now the Klay Thompson that we've seen is he's so inconsistent. People were talking about trading this man last year. And then Steph Curry goes out, and then when Klay Thompson is doing his thing, leading the squad, they have a winning record without Steph Curry. And how many times have we been able to say that as a what the fuck was that? How many times have we been able to say that as a, and I don't know if I have any more Warrior fans in the live chat, but how many times, if there are some Warrior fans, how many times have we been able to say when Steph Curry goes out, the Warriors are going to be good, or the Warriors were good while Steph Curry was out? Klay Thompson was leading that team with some crucial wins in the regular season, despite Steph Curry not being there. So for me,
I got a special
of Klay being washed or Klay needing to be traded or the inconsistent. Boom, boom, boom. You can say that Klay Thompson's inconsistent. However, when Klay Thompson's on fire, he's one of the great. When he's on the court, he has the potential to be the best player on the entire court.
So I don't know who has the hose, because they've been washing Klay Thompson throughout the last season, man. He's not the same Klay. But anyways, you were gonna say something else, Stephen?
We got a special guest coming in through the stream, and he's the big ticket. I'm not gonna hold you. He's the big ticket. But see, I'm Charleston White. I got my mace for him this time. I'm not playing no game, man. Let's bring TicketTV in the building.
No way.
I got my mace, boy. What's happening, brother?
Ticket. What's up, Ticket?
The Rock is listening to you bunch of jabronis run your Rudy Poo candy ass mouth.
Talk.
What the hell is going on around here in Lakers land?
Ticket, I got a question for you, man.
Go ahead.
Yo,
You know I had to set it off in episode 1 with you guys, man. Salute to y'all, brothers, man.
I appreciate the love, Ticket. But Ticket,
Yeah, I had to come support y'all, brothers, man. Y'all doing a great thing over here. I had to come support you, but what the hell is y'all talking about? Shaq, Kobe needed Shaq. What the hell is wrong with you guys?
Go ahead, go ahead. What
the hell is wrong with y'all, man?
Talk.
Shaq needed Kobe. We know this. Why is that? Hold on. Why is that? The reason why Shaq needed Kobe is simple. Did Shaq win a championship with Penny Hardaway? He went to the NBA Finals with him, right? Couldn't get it done, right? Did Shaq win a championship when Kobe Bryant was on the bench? When Shaq was winning 60 games with Eddie Jones and those guys, did he win it? Did he get to the finals and win a championship without Kobe?
No.
What was Kobe? Was Kobe Bryant when they won a championship?
Nigga, that was his name. Fuck that
hold
shit.
on. Kobe Bryant. Hold on. Since you want to do this, Kobe Bryant did what he was supposed to do, which was came up big in the biggest moments in the playoffs, in the NBA Finals. Okay. Remember, he got hurt in that series. He hurt his ankle. Right. Shaq got into foul trouble, and Kobe said, "You know what? I'll close the casket." And that's exactly what he did against the Indiana Pacers. You forgot?
So Kobe was like the Austin Reeves, the Jamal Murrays of today's NBA.
No, he wasn't no Austin Reeves. He was Kobe Bean. He was Kobe Bean Bryant. What the hell is wrong with that?
Not in that season. I mean, that particular season right there, Ticket. I mean,
no.
Wasn't Kobe.
That was the start.
That was my point.
That was the start. Hold on. He was starting, and that was the starter because Kobe was already an All-Star. So that defeats your point right there. He was already an All-Star. So you already done. You done, son. You already done right there.
His mama mentality.
He was an All-Star already. And so here's the difference. Eddie Jones was an All-Star. Eddie Jones was an All-Star. Why Shaq ain't win a championship with him? He won 60 games with Eddie Jones when Kobe was on the bench, right?
Jokic needed Jamal Murray, yes, sir. Right?
I'm not asking you that.
No, because it's the same thing. Jokic needed Jamal.
Hold on, I just asked you. Shaq had another All-Star. Eddie Jones was an All-Star. They won 60 games. Why didn't they win a chip that year? They won 60 games. They won. Hold on. They won 50. They won 55 and 60 games, right?
Ticket, you on my show, so I gotta ask you a question. Did Jamal Murray, right? Did he need, or did Jokic need Jamal Murray to win? Yes or no?
Hold on, it's levels to that. That was different. That was
it's the same thing.
Jokic needed Murray to win a chip. That's facts.
Yes, facts. Same way.
Hold up.
No. Shaq needed Kobe, right? So Shaq needed Kobe. Kobe didn't need Shaq. The reason why. Hold on. The reason why it's proven. Because it's proven. Kobe went on to win chips without Shaq.
So twice. you don't think the drama that happened between, like Seven said earlier on the show, you don't think the
how is Mamba mentality created without Shaq?
There you go, Seven.
How is Kobe even who we know?
Well, Kobe already came in the league. Shaq. Kobe already was on that when he came in the league. If you remember when Kobe came in the league, he was already thrashing them dudes. They was already talking about he was destroying them dudes. Hold on. If you're a real Laker fan, then you know what I'm talking about. When Kobe Bryant first came in the league, Jerry West and all those guys will tell you Kobe was torturing those dudes. They were all pissed off at Del Harris for not starting Kobe. They thought he should have started Kobe from day one. He didn't do it because at that time they didn't. Hold on. He didn't do it because in that era they did not start rookies off the jump. Remember, Kevin Garnett came on that same draft. He didn't start at first. They did not start rookies off the jump in that era.
Wait a minute. You're gonna sit up here, Ticket, and tell the American people that when Kobe was shooting them air balls, he had Mamba mentality back then?
Yeah, because because he was unafraid of the moment, unlike a guy like LeBron James who used to pass up those moments.
Here we go, LeBron.
Hold on. We have to be realistic. We have to be realistic. He had that mindset. He had that mentality. His mentality was of a killer. Kobe Bryant had that since he grew up and went through high school. He had that same mentality. He came in the league torturing those older guys that was on the team, Eddie Jones and all those other guys. You can ask his teammates. His teammates will tell you he was killing them dudes every day in practice. It was more so the coach that didn't want to play Kobe because he was a young guy. That's what happened back then, bro.
What about the point that Seven said earlier? That was a great point. When he was saying the drama that built up between Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant, because, Shaq wasn't in the gym like Kobe. Kobe was the one working hard. Kobe was the one that said, all right, bet, if Shaq is not working as hard as me, I'm going to be in the gym, and he's not. Wouldn't that create the Mamba mentality that was Kobe for the rest of the year?
Kobe already had the Mamba. And shout out to my boy Elder in the chat room. Y'all need to get Elder on here when y'all can. But listen, because he's a big time Laker fan. Let me tell y'all something, though. Kobe Bryant already had the Mamba mentality. He already had that. He came in the league. He came in on that. Shaq was dominant, but Shaq could not close the deal. Bro, Shaq needed Kobe because Kobe was a closer. See what I'm saying? If Shaq could have closed, hold on. If Shaq could have closed it, if Shaq could have closed the deal, he had a great team in Orlando. He would have already closed it with Orlando.
There are great players in today's league that are considered superstars that just need closers. That doesn't mean that Kobe was by far the best player.
But they're not cut from. Hold on, they're not cut from that cloth. Then, if you're a superstar and you can't close, you ain't cut from the same cloth.
No, take it. Here's the thing about you, because you look at one, you have only a certain criteria on what is a superstar. If he doesn't play like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, he is not a superstar. I don't have a certain criteria. I tell the truth. And the truth is that true superstars should be able to close. If you're a superstar and you can't close, you're not a superstar. You are not a superstar if you can't close the deal. So what I'm saying to you is this: when Shaquille O'Neal came in, Shaquille O'Neal was dominant. His problem is that teams would foul him and put him in compromising situations to where he would get benched at the end of games, or he wouldn't be able to finish the end of games because of how they would scheme to play against him. Right? So in comes other guys. He had Penny. Penny Hardaway was an all-star those years. Why he ain't win a chip with Penny? Penny was putting up a dub. He was putting up 20 plus. He was balling. Why he ain't win a chip with Penny? And then again, when he went to LA and Kobe was on the bench, Kobe really wasn't a factor. And you had an all-star in Eddie Jones. You had all those guys on the team. You're not hearing me though. You're not hearing what I'm saying. So I'm saying, hold on. So what I'm saying is why did he?
5 minutes left, Elder. I'll drop the link if you want to come up. My bad.
Yeah, they won 60 games. Hold on. They won. Shout out to Elder, man. They won 60 games. They won 60 games, bro. So if you won 60 games with Shaq, why he ain't close the deal? Why didn't Shaquille close the deal when he won 60 games before Kobe came up? They won 60 games.
Okay, so the premise of my argument wasn't that Shaq was carrying Kobe. That wasn't my argument. My argument was that Kobe needed Shaq more in the sense of that he saw Shaq. He saw, again, Seven's point, him not working hard enough in the gym, seeing him not being the superstar that Kobe wished Shaq was, so he applied it to himself. And that's for me, from what I see, my perspective, that's what created the Mamba mentality. That's what created Kobe.
No. That's not true.
Other two championships.
That's far from the truth. Kobe Bryant. All you had to do is go watch Kobe Bryant's videos from high school. He had the Mamba mentality back then when he was slaying dudes and winning championships back in high school. The Mamba mentality wasn't created in the NBA. It was already he came in with it. Guys like him. Guys like Mike, those guys came in with that killer mentality. Guys like Larry Bird.
Reeves highlights, bro. They were killing.
Hold on. Guys like Larry Bird, they came in with that killer mentality. So here's the thing. The difference is this. With Shaquille O'Neal, the difference is when you talk about a guy like Shaq, the Diesel, you understand what I'm saying? Yep. He needed a killer with him. He needed a dude that was a killer and a closer with him. Okay. A dude that could take over games. You understand what I'm saying? When other teams would target him and foul him because Shaq was getting doubled and triple teamed a lot. Here's the reason why Shaq needed Kobe more than Kobe needed Shaq. Okay. Because Kobe already showed you with the maturity of his game, all he needed was one other guy that was solid. He can go win a chip. He did it with Pau Gasol. And he would have did it again with Chris Paul had the NBA would not have rescinded that trade. So when you look at it, and then when you look at Shaq, the only reason why he won another chip is because D Wade carried him in that finals to win a chip. And he wasn't going to lead. He wasn't going to lead to win a chip. D Wade carried them in that finals and won a chip, and not they were going to get swept.
As much as I want to continue talking about this, we only got 2 minutes left. And Ticket, I do want to ask you this question. All right, I do want to ask you this question.
Go ahead.
What is your expectations in this? We already got all our opinions, so the floor is yours. What is your expectations on Austin Reeves this season for the Lakers?
Listen. The expectation should be to win a championship. That's what the expectations is with the Los Angeles Lakers. Every year you put the Lakers out there on the court, the expectations, even in the last Kobe years, all the expectations, they always expected to win a championship. You understand what I'm saying? And so this year, with them bringing back their core guys, all the other guys they got, their expectation is that they should win a championship. If that's not the expectation, then what the hell is you playing for? Why is LeBron James, AD, and all these other guys on the team? Why did you keep Austin Reeves? Why did you keep Roy Hachimura? Why did you bring in all of these other guys like Gabe Vincent and
Do you expect Austin Reeves to be the third option, or who is playing that role, just in case a LeBron James or Anthony Davis either don't play that game?
Me and Elder have put this out here for a while now, and the cats didn't want to listen to me and Elder. bro. Austin Reeves is the real deal, bro. He the real deal. He the real deal Holyfield, bro. The man is on Team USA, bro. I want you to think about that real quick. Austin Reeves right now is on Team USA. He's blown up. You know why? Because he works on his game. He's a student of the game. He understands how to play basketball. He understands how to run an offense. He understands how to get buckets, how to manipulate and get fouls. He understands, and he's clutch. He has that in him. He has that gene in him. He's clutch. He understands how to take over basketball game. He understands how to control tempo and pace of the game with his play and his style of play. So he's only going to get better. You ain't got to worry about him. He's going to do his thing regardless. Austin Reeves is a monster. You understand? My whole thing is how was the other guys going to fit in? How was the backup? You know what I'm saying? How they going to fit?
And in his last part, Ticket, I don't want no explanation. I just want this
we got
player
like a
or
minute
this
left.
player.
We got a minute left.
This player or this player, no explanation. ZZ, I want you to say as the third option, right? Like you just did to us. As the third option, Austin Reeves or this player. Ticket, no explanation. Just say the player. Go ahead, ZZ.
Who the fuck? Oh, I'm supposed to give him.
Yeah.
Okay, Austin Reeves
give him 2 names.
or Malik Monk.
Austin Reeves. He ain't even a question.
Okay. Austin Reeves or Jordan Poole.
As a third option, Austin Reeves.
Third option in LA.
Austin Reeves is third option in LA.
Period.
Okay.
It is. Austin. All right, Ticket. We appreciate you, bro, coming through our pilot episode, bro. Definitely was a blessing for you to come through and rock out with us this evening, bro.
Yeah, I heard y'all in here talking this. I be listening, bro. I be listening, bro. I'm in the jacuzzi. I was listening. I said, yo, I'm going for, you know what? I'm gonna come lay the smack down real quick. I hear this stuff, but I already know what y'all gonna be up to.
Always welcome, man.
You guys y'all check out this show and support these guys on this show, man. They're doing big things. I like the episode today. Y'all had a great episode, man. And man, y'all wished out much success and much love, man. And I had to come on and jump on y'all first episode to show y'all love because I love what y'all doing. Y'all jumped on the player choice on the panel with us over here on PC, and y'all showed us love over there. And man, I had to come show y'all love back, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yo, appreciate it, Ticket, man.
Tell that Punk Fluent. I'm looking for him. I'm looking for Fluent.
Shout out to Fluent.
Yo, Fluent. Yo, shout out to Fluent.
He has his top 10 show going on tonight at 9.
Tell Fluent I got a different 10 for him. 10 nothing. He know what the hell I'm talking about.
Talk that shit. All right, LAKERLAND, that is a wrap for our first ever episode, man. We appreciate everybody that rocked out with us for this pilot show. Just another quick reminder, every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, every Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern. We locked in twice a week, LAKERLAND. Y'all know how we giving it up, man. It's the player's choice. It's the only choice, man. I'm Seven Mitchell, my brother ZZ, my brother Ryan. Y'all got any final words, last thoughts before we sign off?
Ryan, go ahead.
LeBron going for ring number 5 this year. That's all I gotta say.
LAKERLAND, love y'all to death. Thank y'all for popping up and popping out for this first episode. Stay in school, stay away from guns. Don't be John Morant. Love y'all.
No doubt, man. We got some new content, some different content. We actually had a segment that ZZ got going down that we didn't actually get into this evening, but we'll definitely bring it to the streets on Sunday. Hope you guys stay safe. Subscribe to the Player's Choice, and we see you guys back in LAKERLAND this Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern, man. We are out. Salute, y'all.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.